Hello, I'm David Hess, and I'm from the Bookman in Orange, California, coming you today with our new segment on things found in old books. And I've got an interesting crop today, and I'm excited to share them with you. So let's start right away uh, in this old book, which is called Obiter Dicta, but it has nothing to do with what's inside because this was published way back when, and the card or the letter I found in there was from 1975, and it came from Desert Hot Springs, or was addressed to Desert Hot Springs, and it came from Pasadena, California. And the main body of the letter here is is kind of the lady in Pasadena complaining about the smog in LA and how bad it's affecting her and how she's down. I must say, I do find a lot of letters and books, and most of them are very uninteresting. And this one wasn't all that interesting. However, on the last page, I found this interesting because it's from 1975, and she says to her friend in Desert Hot Springs, "I wish Betty Ford would keep her mouth shut. I shouldn't wonder if her interview on TV and what she said would have, if what she would say if her daughter had an affair may cost Gerald Ford the presidency." Uh, wow. So, I kind of remember those days, and I don't remember Betty Ford saying something that would cost Gerald Ford the presidency. I think that was already set in stone anyway. So I found that interesting, and she goes on to talk about it a little bit more. And she says, I don't believe he'd have had the nerve to ask Pat Nixon a thing like that. Do you?" She's talking about the interviewer. So a little bit of news from that era. I found topical news. I found that interesting. And then she had a little cartoon she sent to her friend as well. And it's a little guy, a congressman or something, saying, "I say let let's not let those Turks shove us around. Send them aid and arms. Show them who's boss." Okay, so a little political humor there, and a little commentary on the national presidential candidate, Gerald Ford. In this book here, in American Idol, the life of Carlton Parker, and in there, I found a lot of receipts. Found another receipt. It's been there a long time. You can see the how long it's been in there. It's discolored the pages, and actually, it's almost it's very light. It's a tough read, but it's from Arthur E. Jackson: Pianos, Phonograph, Records, Kodaks, and Stationery, on 104 3rd Street in Santa Monica, California. And it's dated June 15th, 1923. And they bought 4 Victrola books of the opera for $6. So they bought some books, good deal, of the opera for $6. And I thought I love this old receipts. But I also found one other thing interesting. It was sold to Miss Hess, Hess, which is my last name. Miss Hess, back in 1923. And I don't think there's any relation there because my folks weren't out here yet. They were still in Iowa. So there's another Hess running around out here somewhere. A bunch of us. Anyway, on to the next thing. In this old Vardis Fisher paperback, Vardis Fisher. People still ask for Vardis Fisher. Surprisingly, I guess he's a pretty good writer. I never read any. This is from 1961. Used as a bookmark was this little card here, and that's on the back. It says, "Have gun will travel. Wire Paladin, San Francisco. It's like a calling card. And on the front is Paladin. There, Have Gun Will Travel. It's a TV show from the 50s, early 60s. And it's dated right here, 1959, CBS Incorporated. And so apparently it's supposed to look like a business card that a business person would hand you. It says, Have Gun Will Travel, Wire Paladin in San Francisco. It's the advertiser TV show, Have Gun Will Travel, with Richard Boone. Crusty guy. He was a good actor, though. I liked him. And finally, 1721 book. 1721. Now, what did I find in a 1721 book? Well, I'll tell you. Oh, see? Nice old 1721. I opened it up and found a cutout book. Felt light when I picked it up. I knew something was amiss. So you got a book from 1721, leather bound, beautiful condition. And it's got a cutout. What's inside the cutout? What treasures? I mean, what treasures are inside this cutout? Imagine it's going to be something really fantastic. Well, two things. One, from 1950 something, a Raleigh 903 coupon for Raleigh cigarettes. So you collect enough Raleigh coupons, you get a free carton of cigarettes or something. But there's only one coupon. So I imagined, this is from 1951. So I imagine maybe it's worth a lot more now, with inflation and all. But so you got a coupon for Raleigh cigarettes and a news article from the Fiji Times, October 2nd, 1869. And it's all about a duel that was thwarted on the island, the Fiji island. Somebody was challenged to a duel, and the gentleman tried to stop it, but the gentleman who tried to stop it got shot in the leg. So no good deed goes unpunished, I guess. Anyway, so it's kind of an interesting article about a duel in the Fiji Islands. Little coupon. Now we'll go back into the 1721 book to age another 100 years or so, and and maybe I could add something to it that would make the next person that would find that more excited, or have a better find than I did in my treasure hunt. That's all I have for today, and I appreciate you stopping by. And if you have something that you would like to share, I would love to share it with the rest of the audience. And all you do is just send it to me, or that's not the actual thing. Send me a photograph of it to oldbook@ebookman.com. That's oldbook@ebookman.com. Send me a photograph of what you found and a little description, and I would love to share it here on this segment. That's all I have for today, and thank you for stopping by.